There are so many laws we need to pass that these lawmakers are preventing from being passed. These lawmakers are making Texas more dangerous because of their absence. I will continue calling special session after special session so they can run, but they cannot hide.
All right, Texas Governor Abbott talking about those 51 Democratic representatives are still holed up in the nation's capital, leaving the Texas capital over that voting rights measure that's proven a lot more controversial than I think even Republicans thought it would at this point. But be that as it may, lacking a quorum, Republicans are kind of stuck in park. They can't proceed. Democrats stuck in Washington. Indications right now that the federal relief to address voting rights issues might also be kind of stuck in place. Let's get to Representative John Bucy III, the Texas Democratic State Representative, among those here in the nation's capital. Representative, thank you for taking the time.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about what's going on here.
What did you think of what the governor said? I'll keep having these special sessions, one after the other, one after the other. What do you think?
Look, we've got real problems to solve in Texas, such as expanding health care for all by passing Medicaid expansion. If the governor's committed to voter suppression and he wants to keep calling that, then there's going to be political consequences for that. He's playing games, trying to play into his far right for his primary that he's worried he's going to lose. He's not doing anything that would help the people of Texas. So what he's saying is despicable. It's not helpful for Texans. And we're here to work for the people of Texas. That's why we're in D.C.
All right. One of the things you wanted to do, and I guess I don't know if you were among the group that met with Senator Joe Manchin. He is sympathetic and supports, actually, your cause, but he doesn't want to bust the Senate filibuster to do it, which means it's going to be problematic getting the votes that you want to see on the federal level that you don't have at the state level. So is all this a waste of time?
No, absolutely not. You know, we serve in the minority, and look how much influence we're able to have. We're here to talk to the people of Congress, whether it's Democrats or Republicans, and tell them our story, tell them what's going on in Texas, to let them know how important it is that they find some common ground to pass legislation. 40 states have online voter registration. That's a way to increase access to the ballot box, not Texas. So we're talking about with 40 states, we're talking about many red states. I think we can find a lot of common ground and see some federal legislation.
But you did, you know, Representative, actually, thanks to guys like you and some of your colleagues, you did find a little bit of common ground. You did change some of the, the polls push that the Republicans supposedly want to dial back. You got some big victories there, as well as, allowing more time when they were taking it away for online voting, that sort of thing. So you were on the way to doing that, doing it the way you normally do it, in the state capitol. But this has the appearance you didn't get everything you wanted. You guys all stormed out of the capitol, gathered your marbles, and you look like babies. Are you concerned that you huffed and puffed and now screwed yourselves?
Look, this is a normal provision that's within the rules. We take voting rights incredibly seriously. This is the most important issue. We will do anything we can to fight for the voting rights of all Texans, and that's why we're here in D.C.
But why not fight for that right in Texas?
Look, we've done that many times.
That's elections have consequences. They've produced a majority in the Texas state legislature. Why not deal with that?
Elections do have consequences, and we have enough members under the rules to break quorum. That's the consequence of the elections that we won. And we are here fighting for the voting rights of Texas. And we're not going to sit there.
For how long, you think? For how long, Representative? How long will you stay?
Right now, we've made a commitment to be here through this special session. We are passing the torch to Congress. We're letting them know that this needs to get done. And I want to say right now on your show, and I appreciate you having me to continue this conversation, we see Republicans keep coming on channels talking about this bill. And if they're so proud of it, why do they keep spreading lies about it? I've even heard on your show where Republicans have said that this bill would increase voting hours. I would love next time you have someone to ask them to point to the part of this bill that does that, because that is a falsity. This bill shortens voting hours. And this bill right now,
well, Representative, I'm going to make, you know what, I'm going to make good on that, because a little later in the show, we have the author of this bill coming on. I'll ask him just that. Great. Stick around.